Now, what if I told you that the SEO playbook is changing right now? So you might have been spending years and years, just like I have, researching keywords, researching content, writing semantically relevant content, and doing loads and loads of research, trying to figure out, like, okay, what would work when it comes to ranking and search. So primarily, we are going over the factors that Perplexity uses to decide what it's going to rank, how it's going to rank it, and where it's going to rank. So, in other words, these are ranking patterns that have been uncovered uh, by multiple users, researchers, to try and figure out, okay, how does this work? So, stick around. We're going to go over the most important ranking factors. And not only is this important for Perplexity AI, it's also important if you want to rank in Google AI or AI mode. And towards the end of the video, there's a ranking factor that I think most people never even talk about, but it's probably one of the most important parts if you want to rank your content, because without it, you're going to have a tough time ranking your content, not only with AI, but also with Google search. And a lot of people miss out on this. All right. So the first thing is time. So Perplexity is obsessed with fresh content, the hottest topics, the latest topics, the newest, freshest content. So you can have maybe 500 words on the freshest content, and Perplexity will be more interested in that as compared to 5,000 words that you wrote 3 years ago. So, what's the hottest content that you can write right now and you can give to Perplexity? That is what it's interested in. So the analysis shows a system called new post system, where your content gets a massive but temporary boost the moment you publish this. Now, this is a lot like Google Discover, but it's a little different. You have a very short window, maybe within a few hours, to prove that the content is worth. So this is also a lot like YouTube. If you don't get that immediate traction and you don't get those clicks and those shares and engagement, your content is not going to be visible anymore. And so, as soon as you launch your content or you publish your content, you need to make sure before you hit the publish button that it will get engagement. Because if it's not going to get that engagement, it's not going to make it, it's not going to do very well in the long term. And the new post system is kind of putting your content. So if you're publishing, let's say at 8 a.m., there are 500 other publishers that are also publishing at 8 a.m. So it's putting your content in competition with those 800 other competitors and trying to make sure, and it's looking at which content is the best, which types of content people are engaging with, and then after like a few hours, all of the content kind of settles down, and the one that got the most engagement will get the next phase of its boost, and it'll continue to be boosted, and more people will see the content. So your launch strategy now is just not to hit the publish button, but you also want to share your content on social media, send it to your email list, make a short video out of it. The idea here is to get more engagement out of your content, and that will then make Perplexity AI stand up and take notice of what's going on, because then it will see that it's a trending topic, it's trending content, and you will get a further boost. Next, we have the VIP list, or the so-called VIP list, because we don't know what Perplexity calls this system internally. Now, this is where it gets interesting. The research uncovered that Perplexity keeps a manually curated list of trusted domains. For instance, Amazon, LinkedIn, GitHub, Coursera, and other major websites are maybe part of that curated list. This is a lot like how Google has a trusted list as well. Something we discussed in the Google algorithm leak, but staying on track here, think of it as like a VIP club. So if your content is on one of these websites and you get a link from them, you are inherently getting an authority boost. So this is a huge signal that traditional link building and digital PR uh, from traditional SEO kind of carries over value to if you want to rank in Perplexity. So it's not just about getting a link; it's also about getting that boost. So if you're getting a link from a trusted website, that is going to be a lot better than just getting that link or getting just multiple links. Uh, the exact list of domains that's on the VIP list, we don't know, or we have a pretty good idea that it's LinkedIn, it's Amazon, it's GitHub, Coursera, Facebook, and a few others, but we don't have the exact list. But over time, with research, we will figure it out. Next, we have what's called the YouTube loophole. Now, this has been discussed loads of times in the SEO community, even before Perplexity was a thing. And in the past, SEOs would say, if you don't have videos, then you're not going to rank. Over time, that kind of lost traction because you can have multiple videos, but that does not mean that you have authority passed to your website. Having videos does not mean that you have authority because people were gaming the system. Over Perplexity, things have changed. So this might be the biggest hack of all. The analysis found that a direct link between Perplexity's trending topics and YouTube. So if you have a YouTube video title that's the exact match query or a topic that's trending on Perplexity, it will get a significant ranking advantage on both platforms. So let this sink in. You can literally monitor what's trending on Perplexity, create a video that answers the exact questions, and reap the rewards of a cross-platform validation. It's a powerful feedback loop that will get you more views on your YouTube videos and more views on your article. Now, in all honesty, I've not tested this myself, so I don't know how effective this is, but this is one of the ranking factors that experts and researchers in the SEO community are talking about. So you might want to give it a shot and maybe leave a comment and let us know what your results look like. So then we have content. Now this is content, but not as you know it. So finally, we get to talk about content itself. So keyword stuffing is officially dead. That's been for a while. Perplexity uses sophisticated semantic analysis, meaning it looks for the most comprehensive answers, not the one with the most keywords. So think in terms of topic cluster, something I've been on about for years. So instead of having these one-off articles that most websites do, you want to have Perplexity rewards the interconnectivity of content. So a main hub page that links to several related pages and in-depth articles shows you the true topical authority. And this has been true in Google for years. Okay. So this is conventional SEO 101 that works with Perplexity AI. This is nothing that's out of the box. So your content also needs to be structured for an AI platform. So use clear headings, bullet points, Q&As, make it easy for the machine to praise your content. So you want to add article schema as well or blog schema. And be careful that you're not sending any negative signals via your article. Having too many repetitive, low quality images is going to harm your content. You want to have high quality images, you want to have infographics, and you want to make sure that the majority of the content on your website is high quality and it does not low quality regurgitated content, because then you lose the trust of the algorithm or the search engine. The most important part that a lot of people miss is the new strategy for Perplexity AI. A lot of people in SEOs talk about the silver bullet. You should do this. You should change the titles. You should add descriptions. All of that is fine. I'm not going to contest any of that. The real crux of it is really, number one, launch hard and launch fast. So treat every piece of new content as a product launch. Your goal is to get a burst of engagement within the first 24 hours. Right? No one really talks about this, but this is the most important part of ranking in Perplexity and even Google's AI mode. To focus on authority, that's the next thing. So chase quality or quantity in your link building. A single link from a domain on Perplexity's VIP list is going to give you a huge boost. And most time this is going to be a free link. So it doesn't matter if it's a no follow or rel sponsor or any of that. It doesn't matter. It just should be a link from from one of the domains on Perplexity's VIP list. And then TrendJack on YouTube. Now, this is something I've not tested, as I mentioned earlier, but I'm testing it. So monitor Perplexity's trending topics and create exact match videos with the same titles. And this is like low-hanging fruit. Is this a hack? It's pretty clear this is a hack. And this hole may be closed sometimes in the future, but it's working for now and it's worth giving a shot if you really, if you want to get that engagement. Finally, is to stop writing random articles. Do deep research, cluster your keywords, cluster your content, have a hub page, have related articles, connect them with internal links correctly, clear internal links, not just generic anchor text. Watch my videos on anchor text. I have loads and loads of videos explaining how to do anchor text and internal links correctly. Follow those guidelines, and your content will have no problem ranking. My question to you is, what do you think about these ranking factors? Do you think that Perplexity is going to be a big enough search engine for ranking? All right. So is it even worth putting in the effort? And number three, do you think these ranking factors also apply Google's AI mode and Google search? I would say some of it does, some of it does not. But putting in the effort and trying to rank in more search engines means that you get more visibility. But again, this is totally up to you. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Like, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy ranking.